So, a year ago today, July 3rd, 2023, I tried to and was almost successful at ending my own life on the banks of the Brushy Creek here in Round Rock. And, there's any number of things I can say. There's the reasons why, mostly due to my major depressive disorder. Um, I July was always my worst month for depressive episodes for some reason, even though I love the summer. Um, Being overwhelmed with kids, with job, a bunch of stuff like that. Um, I just had a breakup of a meaningful relationship and was feeling alone and isolated and just unimportant, you know? And I know those are all lies told to me by the depression, and my mental state at the time. Well, if for those of you who don't suffer from major depressive disorder, your brain is actively trying to kill you pretty much all the time. And I was just so tired. I was just so tired, and I wanted to rest and not have to deal with it anymore. And then I changed my mind. And when I changed my mind, I texted some friends who put in like some superhuman effort, like some NASA strike force, operations level stuff with, people coordinating calls and looking for locations and all this other kinds of thing like that, which to this day, I'm humbled by the effort people put in, because at the time, I never would have thought it was worth that. But they did. And so they're the reason why I'm here. Zoe, Sydney, Tony, Jeremy, Nigel, Katie, Emily, Ashley, even my ex at the time. Just all these people came together to find me on the bank of that river and get me some help. Stayed with me day in, day out, 24 hours a day, because I couldn't be alone. And really just helped me like I was a newborn in a lot of ways. And so I marked that day as my rebirth day, because the part of me that wanted to die on that river, I feel like did die on that river. And the part of me that was carried off that river, helped off that river, is who's here now. The part of me that is the me without the depression, the me without the anxiety, the me who was left after I blew up my life and rebuilt it. And it wasn't easy, right? That was just the start. And I've had to do a lot of work, and there's been a lot of heartache and a lot of reckoning and a lot of growth, sometimes painful growth. I really prioritized my own mental health, and I had said those things before, but I mean, like, it was literally the thing I had to focus on. Like if I had to beat cancer or if I needed a transplant, it was the thing that I had to take care of immediately and drastically. And I did that, and at no short expense of tears and effort, money for sure. Cutting off some relationships, rebuilding new ones, and the ones that were there all the time that I had not really seen the strength in really shown. And so a lot of people showed their colors, for good or for bad. And the thing that I took away from that more than anything else was the sense of and love of myself and who I am. I rediscovered a lot of things about myself. I rediscovered my love of music, of performing music, listening to music, talking to people, just hanging out by myself and just enjoying that, which is something I had the hardest time doing. I never wanted to feel lonely. And now I don't, because I've always got me, and I've got other people too. So this day I mark as something as a celebration. The first day of the rest of my life, a better life that I've worked for, the life that I chose, the life that I built, versus the life that I just had. And I know this won't make sense to a lot of people if you've never suffered from major depressive disorder or been, suicidal, but this was huge for me. It was monumental. Not just the fact that I had tried to end my life, but the fact that I chose it. And so I marked this day of my rebirth day, as I call it, with gratitude and with happiness, with a full heart, with the people who mean the most to me, who are around. And I've discovered new parts of myself and entered into new and meaningful, lovely relationships with people that I can still preserve myself through. And that's made all the difference. So I just would, if there's a call to action at the end for this, there's to, if you are suffering, if you are feeling lonely, if you feel like there's no other option, I promise you that there is. And it may not look like the life you have now, but the life can be better. And instead of ending your life, blow it up and rebuild it. It will be better. It may not be easier, but it will be better. And to those of you that feel like, just checking in on or whatever you're doing isn't enough, I promise you it's enough. Sometimes someone just needs a FaceTime. Sometimes someone just needs a message. You never know, you make a difference. Please pay attention to those instincts you have, because a lot of people apparently that day had a bad feeling. And I'm glad they did. Because I wouldn't be here without them. And I am glad. I'm oh so glad that I am here and that all of you are here with me. I know we're in for a rough ride these next few months with everything going on, but stick to it. Stick to each other. And, love the life that you have the best you can. And if you don't love it, change it if you can, in whatever way you can to improve it. Even if it's just a little bit of things that you do for and with yourself. Discover something you love about yourself. Rediscover something you love doing. It's important. All these little things that you might do to fall more in love with you are important. So, happy rebirth day to me. Have a good day to everyone else.